discussing something that's also kind of giving me a hard time sporadically, which is self-doubt and how to quiet your self-doubt. So I have 4 tips for you guys in terms of self-doubt. I'm going to go through them as quickly as I can. The first is to add a physical construct to your self-doubt. So what is self-doubt? Self-doubt is feeling like, you know what, I don't believe in myself. I don't know if I can do this. I'm not smart enough. I'm not as smart as I thought I was. I don't have the tenacity I thought I did. I just don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's right for me. And anybody who has any type of dreams and they're going after their dreams is going to experience self-doubt at some point or another. And it can feel crushing. It can feel very defeatist and sad at times. And it's hard to crawl out of it. So I'm hoping that these 4 tips can help you through that, because they do help me. Now, the first is to add a physical construct. I kind of got this from my friends at She Photogs on Instagram, Wendy. And a physical construct is just attaching something that's real to something that's kind of a figment of imagination. So she calls her self-doubt Debbie. From that, I have picked up to call my self-doubt that bitch Debbie. So when Debbie comes along, I'm like, listen, bitch, no. We're not doing this. You're not going to do this to me. You're not going to make me feel awful. You're not going to make me feel like I'm not capable. Get out of my head. It sounds silly and it seems like, you know, who's going to call like their self-doubt something? But it works. It's like you can actually argue with the actual entity because it impacts you like it's a real thing, and it is a real thing. So attaching a physical construct to it is one of the key things that I do to kind of help me push through my self-doubt. The second is to focus on the after, and I kind of call that the lotto effect. So when you get a lottery ticket, the first thing you do, you have your group of co-workers and you're all pitched in for the Powerball. And your next thing is, you know, what am I going to do with all this money? Who am I going to give it to? How am I going to change my life? And you think about all the things that happen after you win. And that's a very big part of manifesting and kind of helping you to get past your self-doubt, is to think of the after, to live in the after, to live in that feeling of victory, of success, of beating the odds, of getting the thing that you so badly want. Think about the after. How does it feel? How does the validation feel? How does the success feel? What are you going to do once you get the thing you want? You know, how are you going to celebrate? What's the next step after that? So think of the after, and that will kind of get you out of the self-doubt mentality. The third is what's the point? And that's kind of a spiritual tenet for me. I'm a Christian. My best friend is a Universarian, meaning she believes in the universe. I reference the universe a lot, but for me, the universe is a synonym with God. And what I said to myself is, you know, what's the point? Why would God have you do all of this stuff, put in all of this work, make all of these sacrifices, take the risks that you've taken up to this point, just for you to quit? Or just for there to be nothing out of it? Like, what is the point? There's so many other things you could have been pushed or propelled to do besides what you've been called to do. There has to be a point to it. At least for me, that's how I keep my sanity. If I believe there's no point to it, it's going to be very hard and very tough to keep pushing. So one thing I ask myself is, what's the point? You know, there has to be a point to this. Maybe I can't see it yet. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's hard. Yes, I'm doubting myself sometimes. But if I really believe there's a point to this, that's going to push me from my self-doubt back into action and back into self-belief. The last step is to remove yourself from doubtful environments. That's a very big one. And environments is not just physical, but the people around you who are saying, my girl, you can't do that. Them do that 15 times already. I've heard that before. Maybe you're not so good at that, but you're not funny though. You think you can rap? I never really like nothing that you write still. Why you don't get a good stable job? All of these things are environments that plague you. And especially when you're already feeling doubtful, when you already have to have tough skin and perseverance and resilience, you cannot make yourself susceptible to doubting environments. It's just going to keep feeding the monster that's telling you you should quit, you should give up, it's not worth it, it's too hard, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough. All those things are not true. But if you keep having that noise come from every angle at you, it's going to be hard to not hear it. So get yourself out of that environment. So my 4 tips, and I hope they were helpful. like, share, and follow me at dr.aidanneal. I keep forgetting that.